YouTube, it's your boy Magnificent. We're here today with Jared. Jared is a unique story. Now, you guys have heard of stories of SEALs going to play in the NFL. You've heard of these folks that have had incredible backgrounds before, and then transforming their skills and experience into something vocational. Here's that story with Jared. He has an incredible background, and you're about to get blown away. So I'm not going to steal his thunder. Jared, first, let's start off. Let's tell us what your background is. You know, how did you grow up, and how did you get to where you are?
Okay, I grew up kind of in a small rural area.
And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude.
Yeah, lived on a farm.
So, a little heads up. One thing we noticed, Oilfield, all ranch farmers, they're incredible workers. So, keep going.
So I graduated high school. I did construction for a little while, and then I went in the fire service. Worked for the fire department for about 16 years. I was a captain there, firefighter EMT.
So if you saw him on the magazine flexing his pecs, that was probably him.
Left the fire service and come to work out here in Wyoming in the oil field.
So this is a big question. A lot of folks leave the comfort level of their homes to come to the oil field. Now, I mean, you have a decorated background. Guys, this guy was almost a chief, right?
Yes, sir.
Why did you leave the fire service? What led you towards this direction to the oil field?
Well, mainly money.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, give us a little bit more detail.
Yeah, so in the fire service, nobody does it for the money. It's more of a lifestyle than a job. So, but yeah, just it was tough on my family financially. And after 16 years, things wasn't really changing. So I wanted to try to make a better life for my family, give more opportunity for my kids. So I had a buddy that lived out here and worked in the oil field, made good money. So I'd move out here and try it out.
Commitment, guys. So it's not bad to want to do more for your family. And so if you're listening to this or watching this, you love what you do, but you've thought about it, wrestled. You need to do more for your family. Your family deserves more. It might be the time for you. I'm not saying it is, but let's listen to what else happened. How exactly did you get in? You just went online, you did the basics.
So I had a buddy that worked for the company that I work for now, and he kind of put in a good word for me. They were hiring, went online, filled out the application.
So a little note, have a good reputation so your buddies can put a good word for you. I've had people who wanted me to put a good word for them, but if you were a boss, you wouldn't hire them. So don't be that guy. Keep going.
Yeah, and then so I filled out the application and got the interview. The interview pretty much sealed the deal for me. They liked my background of being a rancher, being in the fire service, and they also liked how long I had worked there. That I wasn't a job jumper.
Absolutely.
And then saying the right things, having the right attitude and the right answers during the interview helped
Absolutely.
a lot.
So you get in the oil field. So let's talk about this. I'm going to throw this question before I forget. The best part about being in the oil field. Best part. I know there are advantages and disadvantages, but what's the best for you?
I would say the best part is, well, besides the money.
And let's just break it down. I know folks are wondering, what are paychecks looking like? I mean, how many hours we getting typically, and what is that? Just the real deal paychecks looking like on a regular, slow, and then if things are just cranking.
Well, right now we're busy, so I mean, I'm getting somewhere between 140 to 160 hours a week.
And what does that look like on a paycheck every 2 weeks?
So gross, I mean, it's close to 9,000 to 9,000 every
That's not
2
bad. You could pay a couple of bills off with that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And when it's slow, what are we looking at?
Slow times, minimum checks are probably 80 to 90 hours a week.
And what does that look like for check-wise, 2 weeks?
I don't know because I haven't had them.
Just so people know, what do you do? Just kind of detail it. What exactly is your job?
So I work for a company that does cementing for oil wells.
Is it different than concrete? People think that they're the same, like at home.
Oh no, they're different. It's different. Totally different.
And where is this process in the whole getting oil out of the ground?
So as they drill the hole and set their casing, we
casing is it's a piece of pipe that goes inside the hole they drill, right?
And we cement between the casing and the well bore.
What's the purpose for that?
Well, one, it holds the casing in place, and two, it seals off the formation so that you don't have stuff leaking into the well.
So all those things you hear about the natural water getting in people's pipes, that's so his job is critical. Good stuff, man. Awesome nuggets. Got this guy. He is the equivalent of a Navy SEAL in the in this arena because of his background, which again is a lot of leadership, and there's a lot of lack of leadership, not only in the oil field but everywhere. So hey, Jared, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Any comments, guys? Put them down below. Jared will be available, and he'll be looking at this periodically. You can answer questions. That said, Magnificent signing out.
We make the streams louder.